Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We're hosting Pastor Ruckey. We've had part one of our session today, so she'll be joining in to continue a powerful discussion with her. She's been awesome. I know you guys can testify. And if you're just joining this particular session, make sure you catch up on the replay of the first session, please. It's been powerful. A lot of us have learned a lot. So please make sure you catch up on the replay. It's up on IGTV. So I'm going to invite Pastor Ruckey to join us, okay? I'm waiting for her to join us. Meanwhile, please start typing your questions. If you have questions, please start typing them so that we can take in all the questions and clarifications after she's done. All right? Welcome back, Adana. Pastor Ruckey is back. So we're going to start. Please, guys, stay with us to the end and make sure you type in your questions. Make sure you type in your questions so she can address all of them. All right? Welcome back, Chika. Welcome. Welcome, the different woman. Welcome. Like I said, we've had the first session and now we're going to the second session. She has some more points to share with us. If you're just joining, make sure you watch the first session we had. It's up on IGTV, all right? Welcome, Dr. Yabo. So good to see you. Wow. I'm waiting for Pastor Ruckey to join us. She's here actually to request to join. I'm waiting for her to make a request. Oh yes, she has. She has made a request. Wow. Today is a good day. Thank God. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Welcome back, Pastor Ruckey.
Dr.
Wow.
Adela, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Nice
Welcome
to be
back.
back.
Welcome
Nice to
back.
be back. Hi,
Yes,
everyone.
yes. Hello, everyone. Pastor Ruckey is back, so we'll just go straight into those points she wanted to raise. And please type your questions. Type your questions so that we may not be able to take all. There are a lot of questions, we may not be able to take them. So it's based on first come, first serve. So make sure you type in your questions. Type in your questions right away, okay? So that would, all right? Okay. Someone is just trying to recap what you said. Please, what are practical ways one can do this? All right, don't worry. We'll answer all the questions. Just keep typing. Let her go into the 3 points she wants to raise. Okay, she wants to give to us. All right, Pastor Ruckey.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Adiola. So the three most important thing I've talked very extensively on the first one is the law of recognition. The 3 R's is what I call it. It's recognition, restoration, and then respect. So I'm going to talk briefly on them as briefly as I can so that we can take, like you said, the questions. The law of recognition I've talked about, it simply means that you need to identify the root cause of your current marital stress. Do you believe that you married the wrong person? Because that's usually the most popular reason that people come into counseling with. That, Pastor, I think I made a mistake. This happened, that happened, and all of that. Then why did you make that mistake? If that be true, where were you at in life when your marriage happened? You need to own what's going on with you, what's adding to your, insecurity, feelings of emotional distress, lack of self-esteem, feeling like a failure. Why am I feeling like life has dealt me a wrong hand? Should I have made a better choice? Then why didn't I make a better choice? You need to face the reality. Why? How did I end up in this place? Because most people are afraid to look inwards. It's so much easier to point accusing fingers, It's so much easier to point accusing fingers at your partner, at your in-laws, at whoever. But we need to always ask ourselves, did I do due diligence properly, emotionally, spiritually, physically about this person before I married them? Because if you did not, like I said, you attracted them. then if I didn't, it's most likely, 99.9%, because that was my dispensation then, or my disposition rather. That was where I was at in life. You need to own that as well. You understand? You need to own that I didn't know any better. I didn't know I didn't know to choose any better. I thought they were the best deal then. You know, because that's what usually happens, especially women. You know, women, in the mix of men and women, women are the most emotionally intelligent. I know men are going to have my head for this, but wait. It's been scientifically proven.
Oh my God. Of course, so I think so. I agree with you. I agree with you.
And a woman always believes, why women settle in relationships, they always believe they could change a man. They just believe, oh, all he needs is love, all he needs is more love and care and whatever, and then it will change. Then 5 years later, 6 years later, 3 years later, 2 years later, they see that he's not changing. And because the woman usually develops, women get wiser, you know, they get very intelligent, more emotionally intelligent as time goes on, with childbearing, with this and all that. They learn more, you know, about life. They start to feel this deep dissatisfaction with their man that they chose, feeling that they could change him. So I tell the women, now you have to face where you made the error, where the error came in. Was it an arranged marriage? Were you pressured into it? Or were you outwardly just not in a good place to have made the best choice, and then you ended up here? Whatever it is, you need to start from recognizing, why did I end up here? Why? You know? I'm reading something someone read, who met their husband in college at 16 or 17. Those are the even most, those are the most, yeah, that's the sad. I have
we were not, I mean, I can't imagine. Then, when I was 16 or 17, around that age, the thing that came through my mind, I wasn't as wise as I am
Dr.
now.
Adela,
so I can't imagine.
I'm counseling, you'll be shocked. I'm counseling a lady in our time now, she's currently a counselee, who got married at 17.
Wow.
She's been married for, she said, almost 20 years now. So that means she's still less than 40. She has 4 kids. And now, because she's getting close to midlife, you know, the midlife crisis thing. And she's realizing that her youth was stolen from her.
Wow.
And she wants out of the relationship. Wow. She wants out of the marriage. So like she said, that's why I said you need to be honest and find out, how did this problem start? Where did it start from? Did I make informed decision about this marriage? Or was I pressured into it because my friends were getting married? Or because everybody was getting married and I just said yes to the next available suitor? Was the man the one pressurizing me? Whatever. You need to own up to the truth of why and how you ended up in the first place in this, because truth, like I always say, is what brings healing and reconciliation. You need to find out the truth. Okay, this is what happened. So if this is what happened, then we move on to the next level, because until you recognize what the source of low self-esteem is, every other thing is just trying to cover up, you know, on the surface. And it's not, it's not bad to marry young, you know. It's not bad to marry young because there are wise young people. So that's why I don't want to be, use a blank. It's not bad if it's wise. There are 17, 18-year-olds that are wise.
That are mature,
They're mature. So it's about emotional maturity, because that's what we're talking about right now. Emotional maturity is what informs self-esteem, you know. Your ability to accept yourself, warts and all, strength and weakness, and know that there's value, there's inherent value. There's
value in you.
Value in you. No matter what, you know, that's what self-esteem is all about. And the second one is law of restoration, you know. So now you know that my self-esteem issues, my dissatisfaction, because self-esteem, one of the signs is dissatisfaction. You're dissatisfied with where you're at in life and all of that, is because you recognize that there's something missing and you feel less than, you know. So you start to get offensive, you know, resentful and bitter and all of that. The next thing you want to work on is restoring the self-esteem. Okay. So you know now that my problem is because I got into a wrong relationship that's tearing me down and I don't feel fulfilled. I'm dissatisfied, you know, because I feel my life could be better. Life could be doing me better deal. the next thing to do is then law of restoration. You need to apply the law of restoration. That now that I know that I lost my youth at age 17, what could I have achieved? What would I have achieved? What did I want to achieve from 17 till now that I did not? So for example, some women will say, I always wanted to get a degree. And I say to you, please do get it. It's never too late. It's not too late.
Honestly.
I wanted to do a particular profession. I wanted to go into business. Get it. Because as I told you, marriage is not the source of your esteem. You can be married to a good person. I've counseled couples like that, where the low self-esteem is not coming from their partner. It's just that they can't see anything valuable about themselves.
Sure.
So you need to find out where is it coming from, and then work on restoring it. Of course, if you're married, you need the cooperation, you know, and support of your partner.
Your spouse.
Yes, you need that. So you need to talk to them. And like I say, the element of a good marriage is that you can be transparent with them. You know, you can be transparent and they're not using it against you. You know what I mean? So you could tell them, for example, oh, when you talk like this and talk like this, I feel bad. Not you make me feel bad. I feel bad. And the reason I feel bad is because when I was young, I wanted to achieve this. I haven't achieved it. So you need to own the problem. And I need your support. Can you please avoid talking to me in this particular way, for example? Can I go
That's
back
a calm way of saying it. I mean, the way you put it now, it's a calmer way of saying it.
Yes.
And there won't be, I mean, they won't put up that ego and defensive acts. Just because, you know, if you say it in a very wise and calm way.
Men respond to that. Men respond. Every man is created, you see. So when you let a man know that I need you to cooperate with me, I need you to help me. Men are very good teammates. They like to be teammates. And that's why you see that men, when two men sit together, they're sitting side by side, maybe playing a game, and they're talking and they're fine. When women meet together, it has to be face to face.
Oh my God.
Because women are heart to heart. Men is shoulder to shoulder, you know, teammates, let's get this job done. For a man, the reason why most women have problems in their marriage, I think I need to drop that in, is because they expect their husband to be the friend, the female friend, you know, to share their heart. Your husband may graduate into that, may mature into that, but don't start expecting that. He will mature into that based on your respect for yourself and your ability to communicate to him what you want and how you want it. But don't expect him to automatically do it, because he's not created like that. Men are teammates. You know, they like to go to the golf club, you know, to play golf together, and they talk serious talk. And that's their idea. When women want to discuss serious issues, they sit face to face and look into each other's eyes and talk for hours. Men are, you know, doing things, fun things, playing ball, and they're shouting things at each other, and they're getting things done. So when you're asking your husband, listen to me, sit down and talk to me for hours, he's just thinking you're crazy. He's thinking you're too demanding. For a woman, that might just be the word you need to hear this afternoon, that you need to change the way, your expectations. You know, I wrote that down actually. Law of restoration means you need to change your unreasonable expectations. You need to understand that a man is wired differently from a woman. You know, it just might be that you're expecting too much from the man when you haven't really taught him. God looked at Adam and said, you need a helpmate. So you will need to help your husband to understand your needs. Men are not intuitive like women. A woman can be in a room and understand the feelings in the room. Most men not. Most men not. They respond to what they see. So if a man sees a problem, if you're able to visualize your problem for him in a very respectful way, chances are he's very, very willing, more than willing to help you out to what he makes him feel like a hero, like your hero, which your husband should be anyway. And the third and the final one is the law of respect. So I've said that intermittently, you know, in the first and second one. You need to respect yourself, and thereby respect your spouse or whoever you're in relationship is with as well. Once you have self-respect, you're able to respect people, and respect is reciprocal. I'm sure you've heard it several times.
Yes, it is.
What we give most times is what we get back. And like I say, it's generalization. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. There will be that man who has depression. There will be that man who has, you know, a lot of
personality issues, substance
no need to see Dr. Adiola, you know. But we're talking about, you know, generalizations. A reasonable man, like they say, you know, the average reasonable man, you know, responds to respect. And you cannot respect a man if you don't respect yourself. So women expect men to treat them like queens without wanting first to treat the man like a king. And that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. So and you can't treat someone like a king when you feel afraid of them, or you feel overwhelmed by them, overpowered by them, oppressed by them. So that's why we need to look again into self-esteem issues. Why do I feel less than around my husband? Why do I feel less than around my friends? Why do I feel less than, you know, around my family, for example? Because you are meant to be reigning on earth. You're meant to be reigning, no matter what your background is, no matter how bad life has dealt you, what bad hand life has dealt you, we're meant to reign. So I think we should take the questions now.
The questions. Wow. Powerful. Oh my God. Okay. Dr. Yabo left. She said hello. She has an IG live too.
Okay.
So she went to get ready for that.
Okay,
let me read the question. Okay, while you were talking about being transparent, I think I'm going to start from the last. Adania asked if the transparency, she was asking, what if the transparency is used against you? You know, you mentioned that when you want to restore that law of restoration, that you have to sit, if you're married, you have to talk to your spouse and get an agreement, like your spouse's support for you to get restored. And, you know, so there's a way you say it. You have to be transparent with your spouse. And now she's saying, what if the transparency is used against you?
That's a very powerful one. Number one, when trust, because transparency is a trust thing. And like I always say to people, trust should be given, just like love, it should be given sacrificially first until it's been abused. So if you were transparent with your spouse and they abused that in any way before, let them know that they broke a trust. Let them know that, and I entrusted you with this because I wanted you to be supportive. But now you've used it against me, it becomes difficult for me to be able to entrust you in future. And when someone uses what your transparency against you, it shows you that they have emotional issues as well. It shows their lack of maturity. So you shouldn't take that personal. That's very important. Don't. I know it can be painful, like broken trust, but when people break our trust, what I always tell people is, it's not your thing, it's on them. It's their problem. It shows their immaturity. If you have a healthy self-esteem, it goes back again to self-esteem. So if I trust someone and they break my trust, it'll be painful, but it won't destroy me. It will not be devastating. It might shake me for a bit, but it would not, I would recover pretty fast because my self-esteem tells me that, hey, I did right. They did me wrong. And my self-esteem tells me that their distrust, their breaking the trust does not remove from who I am. So it goes back to self-esteem again. That even if they use it against you, you keep being you. Keep being golden girl. Keep being diamond girl. Keep being light.
The queen.
The queen that you are. You know? It's not on you, it's on them. Let them know, of course, that, hey, I told you this thing in trust. I told you in order to support me as my husband. Men like to hear that a lot. They like to know that, you know, you value their help.
Sure.
But they love that. They love that. It does something for their ego. Like, yes, you know, I'm the savior. They like
I'm
that.
still in charge.
I'm in charge. I'm the king, you know. So let them know. that I told you this as my king, as my leader, as my support. I needed your emotional support, but now it makes it a little bit hard for me, you know, in future to know how to approach you with this kind of thing. You also have to apply wisdom in the way you say it. Don't say it like, you know, confrontational like that, but make sure you
like you're
let him know
accusing
that he
them.
broke your trust. And then watch his reaction. But definitely it's not your fault if somebody uses your transparency against you. It just teaches you in future to be a little bit more careful until they are matured enough
the person learn. Sure. So thank you very much, Pastor Ruckey. So the next question by the same person is that, how do you get back your self-esteem and go up the marriage ladder? Adania, I didn't get your question. Is it that the person is already married or in a relationship? How do you get back your self-esteem and go up the marriage ladder? That was the question.
How do you get back your self-esteem? I believe, like I said, it's about the 3, you know, R's that I talk about. You need to recognize how your self-esteem was lost, which most times is usually before the marriage. But even if it's in the marriage because of something you did or your husband did, you need to get it back. Work at restoring your self-esteem. If you need to do a makeover, if you need to go back to school, if you need to pray more, you know, work on your relationship with God, your creator, so because that's where the core of your acceptance is. Work on your self-esteem. Make sure you work on the restoration, on the recognition of where it went wrong, where it was stolen from you, where it was shattered from you, and restore it back. And then respect yourself. Start to carry yourself with that knowledge of who you are, of restored self-esteem. I'm a queen. I'm beautiful. So if somebody says you're ugly, carry yourself in a beautiful way. Walk into a room, you know, like $1 million, you know, even if you don't have 1,000 in your account, know that it's gonna come. You know what I mean? So I think it's the 3 R's that you need to apply, and respect yourself, thereby respecting others, and it will always come back to you. Whatever you energy you give out into the world will come back to you. You're welcome.
Okay, so all right. So Ami asked this question. She said, "Please, what are practical ways one?" Okay, she called you doctor. She's actually a pastor. She's a legal practitioner.
That's the doctor.
She's a doctor. Oh no, maybe a doctor, relationship doctor. You know, relationship doctor. She's a relationship expert. All right. She mentioned that you talked about adding values to yourself if your self-esteem has been spoken down on. Please, what are practical ways one can do this? Real life practical ways, please.
The most important thing I know is, like, you need to work on your giftings and your passion. You know, the source of low self-esteem is your weakness, right? Either somebody recognizes your weaknesses and picks on it. Oh, you're lazy, you can't read, you can't write, you can't do this, you're ugly, you don't dress well, whatever. But direct your energy towards your passion. You know, that focus on, what do I like to do? What are my strengths? What am I good at? And then develop it. Laser focus on, what am I good at? I'm very good at singing. Invest your energy in perfecting the art of singing. I'm very good at writing. Perfect the art of writing. I love to make up. I love to look good. Perfect it. Start to work on what you're good at. The more you work on what you're good at, 1 or 2 persons begin to compliment you. That begins to, you know, increase your self-esteem and your confidence in yourself. The more you focus on your strengths, the more you have your weaknesses. Of course, you can on the side try to work on your weakness, but what I tell people is, don't focus your energy on your everyone has weakness. Don't let people intimidate you about your weakness. There's no one human on earth without a weakness. People don't succeed because they're perfect. They succeed because they focus on their strengths. Somebody needs to hear that. Your success is not dependent on your weaknesses. As long as we're on this side of heaven, we will struggle with one thing or the other. And in as much as you try your best to work on your weakness, don't let it consume you. And there's definitely no person that has the right to judge you and stamp your weakness as your identity. It's not acceptable. You must live your life with that truth, that I refuse to be defined by my weakness. I'm going to focus on my strength. I'm going to work on my strength. I'm going to empower my strength. I'm going to build up my strength, and the world will know me because of my strength. You will always be celebrated for your difference anyway, not for your weakness. So don't focus on your weakness. You need to identify, what are my gifts? What am I good at? It might be cooking. It might be just being nice to people, sending text messages to people. How are you? How are you doing? You know, whatever it is you're good at, focus on it. Very soon, it will bring you recognition and respect.
Sure. Very correct. Wow. Powerful, powerful. Honestly, I realize that a lot of times people compare a lot. They compare themselves, and it's also because of the self-esteem issues. You know, if you don't believe in your own abilities, if you don't have good sense of value about who you are, you start to feel that I'm not good enough, and you start to wish that you are somebody else. So that comparison and trying to say, okay, I wish I was taller, I wish I was fairer, I wish I was fatter, I wish I was, you know, all those kind of, it's because of the self-esteem issues. Like the Pastor Ruckey has said, focus on your strengths. There's no one on earth that God has not given talents to. God has gifted us. We are wonderfully and fearfully made. We have things, I mean, powerful gifts and passion and things that we're passionate about. And remember last week, Dr. Diaba also mentioned how you can identify your passion. You know what your passion is, and then you follow it. You try to keep working, stay focused on it, and then improve yourself. Very important, because these are the things that will make you feel good about yourself. You know, you can't just sit down and keep waiting for external validation to commend you, people to say you're good. Okay, you have to start, you understand, from your own self. You have to start working on yourself, like from within. And when you are able to do that, you know, other external validations are just addendum, like bonus, whether it comes or not, we don't care. Just like the way we get salary bonuses. You understand? You know, they pay us a monthly salary. That is what we deserve. When you have like a raise, whether it comes or not, like, oh, thank God.
That's additional.
You understand?
Powerful.
Additional. So you're not waiting. You're not waiting on that. Oh, I'm waiting for that addition. I'm waiting for my bonus. And you understand. You have to ensure that from within you love yourself. From within you're confident in yourself. And how do you get that done? By following your passion. We all have strengths. We all have things that we like. You understand? We all have. So I just want us to understand that what Pastor Ruckey just said now is very important. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your strength. So powerful, powerful. Any more questions before we end? Wow, powerful. There have been a lot of comments. Okay, Nana said exactly, focus on your strength. Someone said yes. Someone is saying thank you. Ami said thank you so much, Ma. She appreciates you. Isaiah said more grace to you, Ma. Okay. Someone also said, let me read. Okay. Someone said, okay, Dana was saying, yes, comparison is a killer. Yes, it is. It is a killer.
It's true.
It just kills you. I mean, it destroys everything about you. Like, you lose value in yourself. You don't even feel good about it. And a lot of negative emotions keeps coming in. I like what Pastor Ruckey said about, I mean, you can't just keep, we all have weaknesses. We have our weaknesses and all. Everybody, nobody is perfect. So, like I always put up on my page, that embrace your imperfection. I did not know that. I did not know. Pastor Ruckey, I did not know that until later. I mean, until maybe when I was exposed to mental health and all, I realized that, oh, I was always asking, why me, why that, why did I have to go through this? And then I'll keep ruminating, thinking about things, and I'll feel bad, I'll feel tired, I'll feel stressed out, I won't be able to sleep, and you know, all those negative emotions will just come in. But until that day, I was liberated. That day I realized that, oh, you don't have to be perfect. Honestly, it just, you know, the truth will always set us free. It just set me free. I don't even care anymore. Even if you come to me and tell me that, oh, you did this, I'll just maybe few seconds, I'll just like, okay, no problem. I don't care. I'd rather, okay, let me keep working on myself. Whatever it is that I know, whatever it is, if it's your just embrace. It is okay. Okay, God will help me in that particular area. Don't worry. But at least I know that I can do this. I'm good at this. I'm good at that. and then you focus on it. Before you know it, people won't even remember that you were once weak in one area. They will just keep seeing those strengths that you have, those good things about you. And these are the things that would now build your self-esteem. Wow.
And you know, one thing that occurred to me when you talked, just the last thing I wanted to say, the fact that someone is pointing out your imperfection as a torment is a sign to you of their own low self-esteem as well.
Sure.
You know, the psychology behind bullying is because they have low self-esteem, they've been bullied, and they just need to feel, you know, that momentum, that momentary feeling of power and, you know, authority over another person. If you allow the bully, you know, so whoever is making you feel bad about your imperfections or your weakness is already a sign to you that they have deep issues.
They do.
You know,
it's a projection. They're just projecting themselves. Like,
exactly.
So you don't have to take it personally, honestly. I tell people a lot, don't take things personally.
Yes.
Somebody is saying this, it's from within. It's what they have. They're trying to pass it on to you. They're projecting their own insecurities towards you. So don't take it personally. If you have good self-esteem, you won't even be bothered about that. Powerful.
Will be gracious. Yes.
Powerful. So Pastor Ruckey is a relationship expert. She's available for counseling. She's available for any issues that has to do with marriage, counseling, and all. She's on there. Please follow her at Ruckey P on Instagram, and Ruckey Peniel, RuckeyPeniel on Facebook, where the Hope Now TV show, you know, normally holds every Saturday, right?
That's right.
At 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So please follow her on Instagram, on Facebook. She's a powerful preacher. She's a relationship expert. And as you can see from what we got today, I've jotted a lot. I took notes of almost everything. I learned a lot today. Thank you so much for coming, Ma. All right, someone was asking when the next session would be. Oh well, we normally have the IG live sessions every Sunday 5 p.m. on my page. So of course you have to follow at Talk Mental Health Niger on Instagram and on Facebook as well. Okay, and then of course, like sorry I called you a doctor.
Maybe I'm getting my doctorate.
Oh my God, maybe. Like Pastor Ruckey has said, we need to work on ourselves. Remember the 3 R's. The first one is law of recognition, then restoration, and then the third one is respect. So after you've recognized, and then you need to work on yourself and get restored. So I have a self-esteem challenge coming up, okay? That's going to start next week. And this is a way of helping us rebuild our self-esteem. Honestly, it is something that I'm so passionate about, and I've been trying as much as possible to help people get hold of themselves, get hold of their mental health, because I work in a place where I see a lot of clients, a lot of patients, and I'm like, you don't have to get to this point. We don't have to, break down and have to go to the hospital and be on medications for a very long time. Why not let's start working on those factors one after the other and try to, improve on them to prevent mental health problems from happening. And that is why I'm breaking it down into something like this, okay? So you can send me a DM for more information about the self-esteem challenge. It's all over my page. You can click the link in my bio to find out more about it. It's going to start next week, Monday, by the grace of the Almighty God. So I believe that a lot of people would be free from self-esteem issues by the time the self-esteem challenge is over, by the grace of God. So I just want you guys to please ensure that you take advantage of that challenge, all right? So we need to work on it deliberately. We need to invest in ourselves. We need to intentionally do some things. Some of these things that Pastor Ruckey has said and a lot of people have been sharing on this platform is not them. We are aware, we know some of these things, we know them, but we need to intentionally practice all of these things. We need to intentionally put ourselves, work on ourselves, and we also need accountability partners to help us, like a support group to help us, build our self-esteem again. And that is why the challenge is necessary for you guys to, join. Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Ruckey. Thank you for
Thank you for having
coming.
me.
Please,
Thank
guys,
you.
don't forget to follow my sister in the Lord. She's from Ibadan. I'm also from Ibadan. So
Ivy City.
Oh my God, Ivy City. All right. Please, if you missed the first part of the session or you did not join early enough, the replay will be up on IGTV. All right. Okay. So I'm going to end now. If there are no more questions. Oh,
Thank
network.
You so much,
Yes,
Dr.
they said there are
Adele.
network issues. Thank you
Network
so much.
issues.
Thank you. Well, all right. We're about to end. We're about to end. Thank you guys for joining. Please let me say a big thank you to my guest today. Please say thank you to Pastor Ruckey. Thank you so much. All right. So bye. Bye, Pastor Ruckey. Do have an amazing week ahead, okay?
I will do, and
all
you
right.
too. Thank you.
I will.
Much. Take care,
So
guys.
guys,
You're blessed.
ensure that you take care of your mental health, be intentional about it, and stay blessed. Have an amazing week. Bye, guys.